Well, first of all, thanks, Shannon. This is near and dear to my heart. You may want to take the music down just a little bit because you don't want me singing. But I'm from Atlanta. I tell people all the time, Atlanta born, Atlanta bred. When I die, be Atlanta dead. So I'm excited to be on this side of town to talk about, we started as president in my installation. One of the things I talked about was really focusing on what I call marginalized communities. Communities that really hadn't seen the love that a lot of other communities have seen. We're talking about over 2,500 members of the Atlanta Commercial Board of Realtors. And my president-elect, Pat, is back there. You'll see him for 2024, and Robin Godwin, who is making sure I do everything. Gillian's somewhere around too, there's you. So, what we are trying to do and what we want to adopt with your help is that these 2,500 members that we have within the Atlanta Commercial Board, from the $1 Million Club, just 2021, of the 2,500, 576 of them did $47.6 billion worth of transactions. Let me say that again. $47.6 billion worth of transactions. Unfortunately, we missed a lot of communities because it's becomes sort of the sort of thing. If you were born and raised in a certain community and was told that, well, you don't go on that side of the tracks, well, guess what? You don't go on that side of the track. You may have been 10 years old when you heard that, but now you're a 60-year-old man, and guess what? You still don't go on that side of the track. So what? Somebody's calling. Sorry. Harold Milton. Okay, I'll call you back. But so what we need to do is look at examples like where we're standing right now. 60,000 square feet, $30 million plus development, activated, and just will make a difference in this side of town. When I think about Steve Nygren with Serenity, and Steve's gonna come up, if you understand the values that Serenity is getting now per acre, trumps a whole lot of things that we've seen in our business. But what do we have to have? We've gotta have vision. We gotta look beyond our own biases and look how we can activate these cities and these different corners, whether it's East Point, College Park, South Fulton, Union City. I saw Vince here. If I don't say that, he'll kill me. But the reality of it is, what can we build on? We have the busiest airport on the planet. Let's build on that. We have infrastructure that we should build on. There's only so many office buildings that we can build in Midtown and downtown and Buckhead. There's opportunities. I'll say this and I'll shut up and I'll bring Steve up. Is that all right?
We'll bring him in at a certain point.
You'll bring him up at a certain point. Okay, Steve, not yet. But the reality is this. I'll give you one example. Our firm represented Microsoft when they moved to Atlanta. We moved them to Atlantic Station. Now they do a heat map internally to judge their interests from other locations. Atlanta's heat map was higher than anybody else's. And that's when we ended up buying even more land off of Bankhead Highway, 90 acres. We paid a little bit over $1.7 million an acre, something like that. Am I right, Cedric? He's going, yes, something like that. But just on the other side, if I take your North Side Drive on the other side of Midtown, land straight over there for 17, 18 million an acre. Less than a mile from Georgia Tech. It's a business case. It makes a lot of sense for the client, and it actually makes some money for the broker. So look at these opportunities. Herman Russell always said, buy it when it's ugly. Ross Perot said, buy in the inevitable path of growth. I've just put the two together and said, buy it when it's ugly in the inevitable path of growth. And there's opportunity there. So let's not sleep on these opportunities anymore, fellas and ladies. Let's not sleep on these opportunities. Meet these, if you're a politician or public servant, please raise your hand. Please go to them, talk to them about their areas, the things that they're trying to do. Shannon is a wealth of knowledge as well with Aerotropolis. But I just want you to know, on behalf of the Atlanta Commercial Board of Realtors, we're in your corner and we're gonna help push this whole thing. So I love the catalytic site. We're gonna do something better than marginalized communities. Give us a couple of days, we'll work on it. But at the bottom line is we need to bring more development. Of that 47 billion, let's see more of it come on the south side. There you go, Shane.
Well said, Dallas. Well said. Speaking of, right, hearing from our community.